Hey All Heart fam, MK here, and it's Friday, just 9 days away from the OC Marathon. So much prep and effort went into this one for Cole and Evan. I'm sure that you are also pouring out a ton of sweat and maybe even some tears for your spring marathons. Oh man, so much goes into training for a marathon. It is a long and complex build-up. In addition, the marathon race itself has a ton of moving parts, and any one or two of those parts going wrong can throw a wrench in how your race ends up. Hate to work so hard on all that prep to end up running a race that doesn't go the way it was planned. So today I'm going to talk about the ultimate marathon pacing strategy to tip the scales of probability toward hitting your personal goal. All right, but before we get stuck into it, let's go back in time to past Cole, past Evan, and past MK and see how the kids fared on their easy run before school.
Radio up and the blinds pulled down. You love it when nobody's around.
The best part of a marathon is moving through the field. Passing runners is a positive mental distraction, and it allows me to keep playing this mental game instead of focusing on negative things around me, like my heavy legs,
Take what's yours, I'll take what's left.
or the fatigue setting in.
I'm used to coming up second best. Always failed to pass the test. I'll be damned if I'm leaving without you.
So negative splitting is the best way to race a marathon for me. Negative splitting is running the second half of the marathon faster than the first half. Happy marathoning!
Nine miles easy today. Just coming off of our final session yesterday. 5K of some quick running. Super chill, easy run today, except for all of the inclines, hitting those a little bit harder at steady state pace. Cole and Evan are making a little bit of a game out of this and seeing who can run the fastest mile and a half up Hicks Canyon. Trademark puffy vest for Evan. All right. All right, we made it back to the future. Please like this video, help get it out to as many people as possible, and subscribe. If you haven't done so already, it really helps out our channel a ton. If you haven't already experienced the dreaded bonk or hitting the proverbial wall at mile 18 or 20 of a marathon, I'm certain that you've heard about it plenty. And you probably looked up a training plan online or worked your way through several marathon builds and progressed to all new heights with faster training paces, along with brand new distance PBs collected along the way. But for some reason, you get to race day and feel fantastic for the first half of the marathon, but the wheels inevitably begin to wobble at around mile 16, and then pace slows at around mile 20. There are a number of factors that can contribute to a marathon that goes awry, like adverse weather or an unexpected illness that snuck up on you in the 11th hour. But today I'm going to talk about the one element that most marathoners get wrong that eventually leads to hitting the wall before finishing the race. If you average 105 miles or more of volume per week during your marathon training block, then even splitting your marathon from start to finish will get you the best result, maximizing your performance while keeping the risk of hitting the wall to a moderate level. However, if you average 90 miles or less of volume per week, then you will need to shorten the marathon to a distance the body can handle. Let's say your longest marathon pace run was 16 to 18 miles. That means you'll need to shorten the course by 8 to 10 miles. Try running a little slower than marathon pace for the first 8 to 10 miles. This is a steady state effort and should keep your heart rate low enough to be primarily fat burning, which will conserve glycogen in the muscles to be used later in the race. Remember, you can burn fat for hours without hitting the wall, but you can only burn glycogen more or less than an hour depending on the intensity level before the tanks are empty and your body starts to shut down. In addition, if you don't slow down at mile 15 or 16, you'll start seeing runners coming back to you. Like Evan talked about, this is a giant mental boost. You'll feel much better at marathon pace in the middle section of the course and have confidence to tighten the screws with 4 to 6 miles to go. Momentum, along with emptying out the glycogen tanks, will make up for all those steady state miles at the beginning of the marathon. Now, there are a lot of caveats to this pacing strategy. For example, on a downhill course like the Boston Marathon or the LA Marathon, I would recommend even splitting the entire course, since running at marathon pace on the steep downhill first sections of those courses would be at steady state effort. Wherever you are racing, start with an effort below marathon pace. Start clear of and far enough below aerobic threshold so that you avoid tapping into your glycogen reserves too heavily too early in the race. Use the momentum of passing runners during the second half of the race and every bit of what you have left in those legs to race hard and fast to the finish line to your brand new personal best. Let's go. Need a little inspiration before your spring marathon race? Check out our playlist of our marathons. Cole will leave a link for you at the end of this video in the description below. My favorite is the 2024 LA Marathon. Evan's is 2024 CIM. All right. Hey, if you're interested in our All Heart Athlete Development Program, send me an email at allheartrc@gmail.com. I'll get back to you with details about our individualized training plans and personal coaching. Got Instagram? Then check us out right over here for your daily dose of running and life motivation. Thanks so much for all the love and support. We're almost at 10,000 followers. Just a little bit more of a push and we're there. Hey, you can find us right over here on Strava to check out all the stats for all of our runs. And go ahead and join our Strava club by searching for AHRC, where you can track your position on our leaderboard and see announcements about meetups and races. It's fun and good for your health. So much gratitude to the best Patreon team in the whole world, without whom we cannot do any of this. Love you so much. That's going to do it for me. I got to get this monologue footage over to Cole so he can make the magic happen and I can see you all on YouTube. Cole, Haven, Evan, Wilbur, and I hope you have a great day and a meaningful run. We'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye now.
All right, good morning, folks. Back on the tready tread. Got a meeting coming up pretty soon, so I got to knock this out quickly. Pushing the pace, get this done early, watching the residents again. Stuff's funny as hell. Anyway, let's go.